Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. I confess that I've been getting a little bit confused about which who y'all are talking about. There's the who that does Mongolian throat singing and makes me want to ride off into battle. Then there are the who's that Horton hears. And then there's the whom I've yet to hear, which is probably why I've been getting so confused. Luckily, our patrons have come to the rescue, and today's song by The Who is our patron poll winner. Let's get to it. Ooh, some nice organ in there. So much energy. Oh, we're going to go back to the beginning. I feel like I was allowed to get into the song too soon because I'm still a little bit drawn to how is this? I think this is Peter Townshend. Remember, I've never seen these people before. I am reading about them and I'm trying to put faces to the instruments I'm told that they might play, essentially. So I think that this is Pete Townshend who's playing the guitar and getting wrapped up in the chords. He's kind of wild on stage, and I guess he composed this one. Has so much energy. I wonder if all of the dancing around like helps him to be expressive. It's pretty fun, and obviously he's like jamming out with Roger Daltrey. I believe this is our lead singer, Roger Daltrey. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Oh, there's a gong back there. I didn't see that before. I love gongs. It's like, it feels like very alien with some of the scents in the background. Ooh, look at the way he's like pulling out different soft timbres from his percussion. That's cool. I wouldn't have noticed that if I hadn't seen it. Oh my gosh, so many quick turns! Don't trip!
Fighting in the streets with our children at our feet, and the morals that they worship will be gone.
I feel like the guy who I think is playing bass there, he looks like, he's like, yeah, those kids, they jump around a lot. He's like, obviously like the chill older sibling or babysitter. I just love the facial expressions that we're getting. I'm listening to Roger Daltrey's voice and trying to like dig into it and see what I can like offer insight into the most. And there's a lot of fun ways that he's sort of almost, it feels like a little holler at the end of his phrases, where he's not really sticking out a pitch, but kind of will trail off of it. I'll go back and try and catch a few of those moments. It's also really fun to hear where he's choosing to add a little bit of growl as well.
And the man who spurred us on.
So that was a great example. On spur, there's a little toss off at the end, and then at on, you hear one very, very clearly again as well.
And the man who spurred us on said the judgment all wrong. They decide and the shotgun sings the song.
And then it's interesting that on song there, he actually is holding that out a lot more. So he's definitely chosen specific moments to toss it off. And it's interesting then as well, there are times when I see his mouth doing quite a bit of movement, and I'll hear him like pull forward the sound right here to kind of give a little bit of edge to it. That, like that.
Judgment all wrong. They decide and the shotgun sings the song. I tip my hat to the new Constitution. Proud for the new revolution. Starting free, change all around. Pick up my guitar and play, just like yesterday. And I'll get on my knees and play. They don't get fooled again.
I'm digging the vibe overall. There's like an uplifting aspect to it. It feels somehow inspirational while just being fun at the same time. Keep going.
Don't get fooled again.
Oh, it's nice. So he's been singing, I think, probably in part of his lower range so far, because when he hopped up to that note, there was a little more engagement from the body, and I bet that if he wanted to just wail up high for a while, he could.
Don't get fooled again.
Yeah. I wonder where he's gonna go. He's so healthy.
Change it had to come. We knew it all along. We're liberated from the floor, that's all. But the world looks just the same, and history ain't changed. 'Cause the banners they all flown in the last war.
The characters that they are in this band, and I don't think they're really trying to portray somebody else. It just feels like they're all so very much themselves and not afraid to let that out on stage. It is hilarious seeing the eye contact back and forth, the just watching each other, sort of being energized by each other. Or I still think like older sibling has just got one of my favorite faces of, oh, these kids again. It's really funny.
Banners they all flown in the last war. I tip my hat to the new Constitution. Take a bow, new revolution. Starting free and change all around. Pick up my guitar and play, just like yesterday. And I'll get on my knees and pray.
So the goal of this vocal line to me isn't let's make a beautiful melody. It feels like it's going for something that's a little catchy and that is there to deliver story, there to deliver lyrics. That's why I think we were getting a lot of toss-offs before too. Like when I'm thinking about melody, a lot of times I'll think about something, melody can be very, very fast, but often we'll think about a legato line that is beautiful, maybe Snow White sort of idea. And this, to me, feels like we've essentially set the lyrics in where there is like maybe a greater influx of normal speech patterns, but we've taken that and then added some pitches to it, elongated it. And the whole point here is to give you a story, which makes sense because I understand that this is about a revolution, essentially. And there's like 3 parts to it. I was reading some background on it. It seems pretty dang cool. So let's go back just a little bit. some of the singing even like it's so in their face at times. It does something that we'll call spreading, where uh, the sensation of the sound when a person is singing and they spread is that the sound like kind of goes out to the side like this. It goes like that, and it almost dissipates. It can get like an edge to it. It's not necessarily aggressive, but it's just kind of edgy. And sometimes it can be a little bit aggressive, actually. But a lot of times in opera, you want to be avoiding spreading because it might not have as much cut to really get to the back of the hall, or it might not have a dome or a certain round mellifluousness to it that would be appealing for a classical kind of sound. But when it comes to other genres, they like to we got to contemporary music and started breaking rules. And that's kind of cool. In fact, I would argue that it's really cool because human beings should not be confined to one mode of expression. So these guys are like, rah, spreading all over the place. And I like that this is the sound that makes this song work. Oh my gosh, she looked like he was like sword fighting.
We don't get fooled again. Don't get fooled again.
That top note has got some beautiful body support underneath it, but I also have to say, drummer, I really think is having some sort of battle back there. Like when he hits the drums, it isn't something that feels like it's like necessarily super efficient, every single move planned to be the least amount of energy needed to expel to create the sound he wants. It's like, nah, I'm gonna block a sword. Hua! I'm gonna block another sword. Hua! It's fun. Yeah. Yeah, he's got great support underneath those high notes. Whoa, whoa. He just took his mic, let the cord out a little bit, and then started swinging it around. Oh my gosh, I wonder how the stage team felt about that. Things I would never expect a singer to do. Like, you could smack somebody with it. You could smack yourself with it. You could damage your microphone. You could damage the wire that your microphone's on. Whoa. And there's a microphone swinging. I do like where this is going. I feel like it's shifted and we're going somewhere new with it. I liked the way that instrumental transition worked as well. Ooh, I'm gonna go back over to some lyrics and I'm gonna go back a little bit and follow those lyrics. I missed some of them in there, so just want to catch what's happening in the story right now. So stoic. Huh. I know that the hypnotized never lie. Do you? There's such a there's like a sarcastic edge to this that is very feels a little bit tongue in cheek. This is interesting again because I feel like this song is designed to take us on a journey and deliver really this story all along the way. I'm going to pay a lot more attention to the lyrics as we move forward because I think that that is what they want us to be paying attention to, even though they're really fun to watch on stage. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh. Man, he just has so much fun making music. That energy is contagious. I loved the pitch bendiness as it went up, revved up. Man, their bass player is awesome. Wow. Wait, is this where that motion came from? I don't know where that originated from. Did it originate from this? I mean, it feels like they are leaning into that so heavily that it makes me think, oh, this must be something where they want the crowd to do it with them. And where did they get this from? Do you guys know where this started? Because I am super, super curious now. I think maybe it's this. That'd be crazy.
There's nothing in the street looks any different to me, and the slogans are replaced by the fire, and the partying on the
That bass line was like so delicious.
and the partying on the left is now partying on the right, and the beers are no longer overnight.
Huh. That it basically sounds like they're saying that this revolution happened and nothing's really changed. Is that what I'm getting? Beards have grown longer overnight. I guess that changed, but the partying on the left is now the partying on the right. Yeah, it sounds like not much is different. That's a bummer. Wouldn't want to go through all of that for not much change.
I tip my hat to the new constitution, the goodbye of the new revolution. Starting free, change all now. Pick up my guitar and play, just like yesterday. And I'll get on my knees and play. We don't get fooled again.
Oh my gosh. I feel like this message just clicked to me and whoa. That is a very, very strong statement, essentially saying like you've gone to all of this trouble and you've had lots of deaths and upheaval of life, and life is pretty much the same as it was before. I'm still playing my guitar and saying don't get fooled again, but it kind of sounds like there's not much hope that that won't happen from the way that they're delivering it. Whew. That is such an amazing commentary for things today too. Whoa. Whoa. I'm sort of internalizing that for a little bit. This is going to take a bit to digest. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go back and hear that section one more time because I need some time.
Just like yesterday, I'll get on my knees and play.
my gosh. Whoa. So this is so fascinating to me because it feels like such a statement about society. And I know that there are times when revolutions are so important, that there's an oppressive regime and it is making it impossible for people to live well, for voices to be heard. I hate it when people censor music, so that's one of my personal pet peeves. And but then I understand also that sometimes we just make a big deal about something and there's really not that much change that comes from it, and it feels frustrating. Um, and somebody says, "Oh, I'm going to change a law," but then there really isn't any practical change in the end. And I totally get that. It feels like they're talking about drama and writing that happens, but not a big shift in life. It makes you, for me, it's making me really think about, okay, I need to be careful about how much energy I pour into certain things. There are some things that you can affect that really, really matter. And then there's some things that maybe I need to just not be so stressed about. But maybe my takeaway right now is that you should pick your battles carefully. I would be really curious what all of you are taking away from this as well. So please let me know in comments below or in that live premiere. That's going to be a really awesome conversation. I'm excited to hear what you guys say. Okay, back a little bit.
We don't get fooled again. Don't get fooled again.
Again with the great support on the high notes.
No, 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 no.
Maybe not like a little break in there. I liked, oh my gosh. I really liked that like little tiny, it's like almost a crack that he had in that second high note.
Don't get fooled again. No, 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 no.
That.
Don't get
It's like a break in the vocal folds that flapped open for a bit, I think. It was cool. What is that? It's like as if there's like serrated teeth, but it's serrated fingernails that go down the guitar. Whoa! I want to know what that technique is called. Okay, look at his face when he does it too. It almost looks like his finger is bleeding. Huh. I used to do a lot of competition on pianos, and I do glissandos where you go up like this. And it's where you're pushing your fingers down into the keys and basically just trailing up. You usually do that with multiple fingers on the back and going like this. You can do it with your thumb too. You can do it this. There's several ways to do it, but the way that I was most consistently catching all of the notes at a good timing was this way. But in practicing it, I tore the skin off of these fingers multiple times. So talk about bloody fingers. It looks like maybe he did something similar. So bouncy. This feels so progressive to me. It's fascinating. I know that they're a rock band, but I guess maybe they fall under progressive rock. The way that everything is shifting here, and actually the sound that just came in sort of reminds me a little bit of the sound in the intro. Maybe they're harkening back to that. I'm not sure. The drummer just looks like he's having such a blast too. I really like the way he's getting so many different sounds out of his kit. He's like really utilizing all of it. Yeah. I'm totally disoriented right now. I have to say, I have no idea where we are. I have, is this on a projector? Is this on the stage at this point? It's just, it feels like we're entering into some sort of future land. Feels like Back to the Future. Or maybe The Last Starfighter? Okay, there. It also feels almost like minimalistic composition right there, which is fascinating to me. That doesn't really become big until a little bit later, I think, in music history. But the way that they've weaved it in here, it does have a very futuristic kind of feel, and becomes simplified, but then very slowly evolves from a simple structure in that synth. It's just really fascinating. Honestly, I've been really fascinated by lots of elements of this song so far in this performance, but this part to me, even though it's more stripped down and bare, I think it's one of the most fascinating parts of the song. Okay, so we are on the stage. I thought it might have been like a music video interpolated in there. Whoa. It was just like a straight up scream with a, was that a slow-mo slide? Jump and slide, yeah. That's fun. Everything so far I think has been pretty much real time, but I think they decided to slow that moment down to show you how much his knees probably hurt. Wow. How are his pants still white? Lost the symbol. Oh my gosh, these guys are so crazy on stage. Like, I'm gonna swing my microphone. I'm gonna break my knees. I'm gonna lose the symbol. That somehow didn't trip on the cord. Again, the older sibling over there is like, yo, you guys be good, okay? Symbol. I feel like at that point, he's totally won that sword fight that he's having in the back. Oh my gosh! What is this whole spinning of the microphone thing? It makes it difficult to speak and breathe. He like does a little toss of it that. Wow. I feel like he like had baton schooling. That's this microphone twirling thing, or maybe he's like done like stuff with a lasso or something. He's very talented actually at spinning his microphone. Cymbal down, microphone going. Did he ever hit anybody in the audience with the microphone? Because I would guess that at some point he probably knocked a cymbal off with his microphone, and maybe that's why the bass player is like standing to the side with skeptical looks at this point. That microphone is probably wrapped around his bass too many times. That's wild. think that's the first time something has ever made me hop out of my seat. Sorry, guys. What just happened? So I guess the cymbal knocking off was on purpose. Or maybe he just got the idea impromptu to smack it with his guitar. I'm one of those people that anytime a piano gets broken in a movie, I like audibly make a terrible noise. Ah! Okay, we're gonna watch that again. He's pitching the cymbal too. Oh my gosh. We can still play it. I think that's the most destructive performance I've ever seen. And I feel a little bit scarred right now. Oh my gosh, the shock factor is real. Like, I hope that his guitar is okay. And that cymbal definitely was not okay. Do they get a new cymbal every show? Maybe he uses cheap microphones because they get banged up a bunch. Whoa. But dang, that message, that was powerful. I'm going to be thinking about this for a long time. And I don't think I'm ever going to forget the moment where the guitar got slammed into the cymbal on the floor. Major shock factor. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you is put together a list of songs that I feel have shock factors, because I think that that is actually what you guys want after this. So check it out over here, and may you fall more in love with music every day.